Okay, let's play a little bit of. Let's just turn down some volume here. But let's play. We have two application audios. There we go. Let's play a little bit of Mario Sunshine. I've been in the mood for this game for a little bit now, and I just felt like getting back into it. The cutscenes are incredibly crusty. um, I couldn't fix that when I was working on this, but I did install the texture upgrades and whatnot, so regular gameplay will look good. Just this part will look less good. Oh. Did I open? 'Cause I have two. I might have to restart the game. Give me 1 second, because I think I've got the PAL version open. I do have the PAL version open, yeah. So we're just gonna hit stop on that real quick, and we'll restart it. We'll pretend that never happened. Because I accidentally downloaded the PAL version initially, and for those who may not know, PAL runs at a different rate than we do over here in the Americas. So what winds up happening is that the cutscenes end up all real jittery. Here we go. We'll load up the American version, and it should work better now. Alright, this time for real. I really wish you could skip the cutscenes in this game, though, because it can get a little bit grating. It's been a hot second since I've played Mario Sunshine. My hot take of this game, honestly, is that, in my genuine opinion, this is the best Mario game that's ever come out. I really, really enjoyed Sunshine. Um, I like to play it. I just don't have as much time as I would like to do so. Just gonna turn down the volume a little bit on the game, but um, last time I played it, I think, was around when it came out on the Switch. I played it on the Switch, and I played it a little bit before then. But yeah, this should be fun. I don't know how much I'll get done of it today. I don't have a super huge amount of time, but I'd like to try and play as much of it as I can. Maybe finish up the first world, which I can't even remember what it's called, but it shouldn't be incredibly hard. Still crazy Mario got friends on, but luckily Luigi still has Daisy. Yeah, Luigi is the better brother, yeah. It's too bad that Luigi didn't make any kind of... Oh, I screwed up already. It's too bad that Luigi didn't make any kind of appearance in this game. Hello, Duke the Legend. Thanks for stopping by. You are a top fan, I see, which is kind of cool. I didn't even know that was a thing that YouTube did. This part of the game was always kind of cute when it shows like the stuff that Mario's done previously. I've always thought that's kind of fun. But yeah, no, hot take. I think Flood is actually a really fun Mario mechanic. And I think most of this game is really good. Yeah, the Purple Crown, I've never seen it before. But I guess YouTube ranks you guys as my fans now, so that's apparently it. 64 try to keep him out of the games? Do you mean, why did 64 try to keep Luigi out of games, or? I should really put the chat back on the stream. I keep forgetting to do that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they tried to keep him out of the games, because he was in, like, Paper Mario and stuff, but yeah, he wasn't in 64. Probably they just didn't have the time to do it, if I had to guess, but who knows. Let me try to... I'm just going to do, like, a quick and dirty re-adding of the chat into the stream. Capture, and let's see if I can grab it. Screen capture. And we want a single window. We want this one for the chat, which doesn't seem to have worked. I'll try one more time. If it doesn't work, then it's whatever. For some reason, I couldn't get the window there previously. Let's take a quick look. If it doesn't work, it's whatever. Window capture. And the window that we want is the stream chat. Quick look down the list. Just called chat. No, that one is for Twitch. Continue searching. This one, there we go. And then I'll just have to crop a little bit of it. Rescale it, crop it, rescale it. And I think rescale it some more. Plop it here, and then we will do a blending on it, not multiply, subtract. That's fine enough. Okay, back to the game. Plus, you're gonna get a GameCube. Ooh, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on GameCube. That's really fun. Love that. I was just saying before, I don't think they had time to fully incorporate like Luigi and stuff into the game. 1 second here. Why can't I may have forgotten how to play the game. Like, I know the core principle, I just thought there was like a better aiming way than doing it this way, but whatever. There we go. Easy peasy. But yeah, no, I really enjoy Mario Sunshine. I think it's a lot of fun. And honestly, like, this is with the Ultra HD texture pack on it, and it looks real nice with it, like, I gotta say. Though the cutscenes really look bad. They are not upscaled, the cutscenes. I always thought Flood's design was kind of funny, because, like, they've got a giant spike sticking out of the back of them, exactly where Mario's head is, which seems not ideal to me. Also, Mario going to jail and being placed into a court trial is real weird. Plot-wise, this game is weird. And also, the Delfino, the Piantas have, like, just the worst voices. They are not the best voices. Oops. To be honest, though, like, I kind of commend them for putting so much into voice acting and stuff like that in this game, because it was obviously stuff that you couldn't totally do as well on the N64. I mean, you could have, but not to this like extent with the cutscenes and whatnot. And it's nice, but man, they didn't do a good job of it. Like, the one and only time we've heard Bowser speak, he sounds like the Cookie Monster, which is a real shame. It's also, honestly, not to get ahead of myself here, and spoiler alert if somehow you don't know how this game ends, but Bowser's boss fight at the end of the game really sucks. Just fighting him in a big hot tub is real dumb. All right. And now we're in jail. This is weird because, like, I mean, like, Adventure wasn't exactly a GameCube era game, but I think of it as one because I played a lot of DX as a kid. But, like, Sonic got sent to prison, Mario got sent to prison. What was going on in the 2000s? This game's got a lot of exposition. I kind of forgot about how when it starts. They really wanted to show off what the GameCube could do, I guess. Okay. I just want to play the game. Almost there. There we go. Don't want to hear an explanation again. Job to get rid of all that ugliness. I love the audio mixing there too, because like you can hardly hear. Like I have the volume turned down by default already, but like you can hardly hear what the play's saving with max audio, just because the music is so much louder. I feel like they mixed it like in the opposite way they should have. All right. Hope you guys like seeing this, boss. Honestly, boss is putting it pretty generously, because there we go. That's what I was trying to do before. And now we can start playing some levels and having less big cutscenes. Yeah, this game's got some similarities to SA2, actually. You got like an evil version of Mario running around the place terrorizing people. Both of them go to prison because of something the other person did. That's kind of it, really. I can't think of any other similarities, but still weird that that's happened even twice. Oh, missed the spray. There we go. And then we gotta go chase him back over this way. And he'll come meet us here. Maybe I have to make him run a little. There we go. I like the idea of drawing the paintings on things to teleport. It's kind of fun. There we go. I feel like my spray is real strong compared to how it usually is. Like, I haven't put any cheats on in Dolphin, but I don't know. Maybe there's something funky going on with the emulator. So I took out Shadow Mario really quickly there. Honestly, I'm kind of fine with that because, like, I don't like chasing Shadow Mario to begin with. And so this is kind of a neat little thing. A lot of Sunshine levels are really linear, but this one, you can actually see Petey Piranha at the top of the windmill, even though the shine isn't to go after them, but rather to go take care of the mess that Shadow Mario made, which is kind of neat. This is like one of the few times in this game that you can actually go against a set sequence. And I can kind of understand why people didn't like how Sunshine was much more linear than, say, like 64 was. But I also kind of get why they chose to go that way. Because in a lot of ways, Sunshine tells a lot more story than 64 does. So, like, in 64, the worlds remained pretty static between. Anyways, the worlds remained static between stars. Whereas in Sunshine, the worlds actually changed quite a bit. And one of the really neat ones that I really liked as a kid that I'm not going to do here because I don't feel like reading, but if you talk to the people who live in each of these worlds, you can actually see a story progress through the characters. They'll say different things based on which shine you've chosen, and sometimes events in the world are different. And it's kind of fun because it makes it feel like the bosses you fight and the levels that you complete have actual progression in this game, which genuinely is pretty good, if I'm totally honest. It's just fun. It is fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed playing 64 as a kid and like searching around the map, and there was times where I would like get a star out of order. You know, probably the one that most people did out of order would have been Chain Chomp on Bob-omb Battlefield, but it's cool. But I do actually really like this way where like things feel sequential, like there's a story being told and like time is passing and your events have impacts. Anyways, that's kind of it. That's my thoughts about the levels in Mario 64 as a filthy Mario 64 apologist. But yeah, I don't know enough about Lunar or anything to give my 2 cents on any of that, Pyroboy, but I do think it would be cool. Petey Piranha is kind of neat because there was a while where they really made it seem like Petey Piranha was going to show up more frequently in Mario. Because, like, oh, didn't they show up also in, like, Mario Kart? And I feel like there's other stuff that I've seen Petey Piranha in. Maybe sports games or Party. And I'd be down with seeing more Petey Piranha. Honestly, I think the Mario roster could kind of grow. That's one thing that Sonic's always done really well is by having like a crazy big roster. Though even them, they've kind of been ignoring a lot of their cast, which has been a bit of a shame. Because I think you could do neat stuff with that. We're not going for blue coins, by the way. I don't even want to deal with the headache of that because the moment I start collecting them, I'm going to want to do all of them, and I know for a fact that I cannot do it. The blue coins, I'm not big on like collectathons in general, but like there's a lot of blue coins to collect, and that is not something I want to do. All right, another cutscene coming. This is a pretty fun little cutscene. I always like how it feels like you're going to be fighting outside, and then things start to crack and collapse underneath you. In the sort of goofy way that they both look at each other as it happens. It's very silly. And it's interesting because, like, Petey Piranha, aside from having a big mouth, really has no facial features, but they really get them to be pretty expressive, which is fun. Unfortunately, Petey Piranha's, in general, the kind of meh boss. I mean, it's an early boss fight, so it's whatever, but... Oh. Oop. And sploosh. Okay, and then... What's kind of neat, I used to like really try to figure stuff out when I was a kid about the games I played. You can actually get more, like, you can refill Flood, because I wanted to see what would happen if you ran out of water, which is honestly really hard to do in this boss fight. But I'm pretty sure you end up just being given like a bottle of water to refill yourself, which honestly is always kind of neat to see what devs do to prevent like the game breaking. Because obviously Flood's a pretty integral part to this fight. Thought the Charmy and Jewel are bugs and yet have mammal noses. It is kind of weird. Really, their whole face looks like anybody else from the Sonic universe. Um, Trip has a mammal snout as well. Yeah, I don't know how you could do it differently, if I'm totally honest with you. Um, to keep the original Sonic style, but also make them, uh, appear as the animal that they're supposed to be. Do you have any ideas of how they could pull it off with bugs? I mean, I guess you could give them no-nos, but I don't know. I feel like it would feel like something is missing there. Shoo. All right. This is a level that gets a lot of hate from people. Potentially including myself. We'll see how well I do. And depending on how well I do is going to dictate how much hate that I give it. I do think genuinely that this is the hardest sort of like secret cave level. Little silly they're called secret cave levels when they're all mandatory and not secrets because they show you where they are, but maybe just a little bumps, only slightly darker than their snout. It could be their nose. Yeah, that'd be an idea. It's interesting, really, when you think about it. Like, that Charmy's been around for so long. Like, he's... Oh, that's really disappointing. Like, he has been there since Knuckles and the Chaotix, which that was, like, late 90s. Because he feels more like a Sonic Heroes character to me, but really he's not. All right. Oop, oop, oop. I was gonna say, honestly, in this game, with the spin jump, you can get just about anywhere. But yeah, I don't know. These levels are kind of always been a little bit fun to me. It's interesting to do something where like you don't have FLUDD anymore. And it goes back to just being like a weird platformer. I think one of these has one up in it. Yeah. Okay. So then for this one, I always find it helps to sort of raise the camera up. Oh. The real big issue, honestly, that this game suffers with, and we're not going to see much of it on this stage in particular, but like the physics engine that this is running on has a really hard time handling slopes and rotations to the point where like, actually I'll turn the camera. If we look at Mario's shoes, well, we can't really see them anyways, but the underside of his shoes are completely smooth. And you feel it, man. He feels like a guy with no grips. He slips on almost everything. And it's not like the end of the world, but like there are times where like deaths in the game feel a little cheap. Oh, it was a little dumb there. There we go. Easy peasy, fun level, not even bad. I don't think that one's actually the hard one. I think there's a second one on this stage that is more difficult. But that one of those two, I've always felt like the harder ones to finish without FLUDD. Which is weird, because the later levels, when you don't have FLUDD, I've actually found them to be, for the most part, pretty easy to do. So Charmy could be a wasp, as if Charmy is a bee. He would be dead because, yeah, I mean, I get it that he should die if he uses his stinger, but also at the same, excuse me, at the same time, like, it's not the end of the world. I think I wouldn't want Charmy to be a wasp just because I don't like wasps. But I could see it making sense as well. Red coin time. Oh my god. There we go. I will say I do kind of prefer the way that 64 handled red coins. Just... no, these are like just slightly too far apart, so I'll jump back. Okay. Just because like you could find the red coins in any stage, and I do kind of prefer the red coins not being their own like dedicated mission, but something that you can go and search for, just because they're kind of fun to look for. Okay. Like, you still have to do some searching here, but like knowing that you're only going to encounter red coins on like red coin levels is a little bit disappointing. This doesn't move the platform, does it? Oh, it does. I don't think I've ever done this before. I'm pretty sure I just like kind of parkour my way around all the stages. Also, blue coins are really frustrating in this game. I would be a lot more lenient towards them if not for the fact that a lot of blue coins are like mission specific, which means that like you could completely miss a blue coin, and it's never as easy as just rejoining a mission to go search for them because they might just not be in the particular mission that you selected. But in general, like, I've never been someone who wants... well, I try to complete stuff, but I've never been someone who, like, absolutely needs to. I just get real annoyed if I don't. So the blue coins are usually just bonus for me. I think the last one is, like, real high up. We'll just try going up this way. And then, or maybe that's where the shine spawns. Where is that coin? Oh, it's the one that I meant to go for originally while I went up there. So we'll go back up. Oh, I ran out of water. No. Okay. Let's try to fix the camera. This is another problem of the time. Okay, we're gonna get some water, and then we are going to... oh, Mobius, like the evil one. Yeah, that makes more sense. That would be kind of cool for an evil Charmy to be like that. I definitely missed the anti-Charmy part at the end of your message. Yeah, no, I think that'd be awesome. That is one thing that I miss from Archie, is the, like, anti-universe, because, like, as corny as they are, anti-universes show up in, like, almost every form of media, and they're almost always fun. So it's a little bit of a bummer that we lost that, because IDW doesn't really have one, and I feel like they're never gonna have one, unfortunately. But who knows? Maybe I'll be wrong. I've never done this before. I really like that you can spin this. Oh, I didn't think about it having collision on it. Okay, well, just gonna... but yeah, no, Flood's a ton of fun. I've heard people really complain that like Flood ruins sort of the way that Mario handles and whatnot, but I think it really just allows. Oh, I guess we're going for this. Anyways, excuse me. I really think that it allows you to sort of really explore and get creative with your movement. And it like it does give you a bit of a safety net if you screw up a jump, but it's also really nice. Thank you. Yeah, I think mirror universes are fun. It's always good to see evil versions of characters. It's fun to see how creators can get creative with evil versions and whatnot. I'm always down for more of that. I mean, I know like Wario and Waluigi exist, obviously, but like, there's not really like an evil Mario universe that I could think of. I mean, in mainline Sonic, there's not really an evil Sonic universe either that I can think of. All right, so we got another Petey Piranha. Is this 6 or 7? This is 6, because 7 would be chasing the guy. Is there a way to check? Not really. So that's fine. We'll do Petey Piranha. My plan is to kind of finish up all of these shines. And then next time I play, I'll do Rico Harbor and Peanut Park. I don't know why I can't remember the name of this area. I think Peanut Park is my favorite location, though, in this game. It's got a really good soundtrack, and it looks a lot of fun. That was a mistake. So we need to get up to Petey Piranha. There's a question when it comes to the anti-Mobius or the anti-heroes be like. They aren't good or bad, so they fundamentally break the logic. What would the anti-heroes, like the freedom fighters, or the anti... Because, I mean, anti-freedom fighters are bad. So I don't know if you're referring to somebody else. Well, actually, what was kind of interesting with the anti-freedom fighters, as we learned more about them, is we kind of learned that they weren't... I mean, they were evil, but like... I don't know, they were more like corrupted versions of themselves, but like not necessarily just chaotic evil. Like there was some structure to what they were doing. All right, little piggy. And now we go fight Petey Piranha again. This level, I have no idea why. Legitimately no idea why. I thought it was so cool as a kid. And it's kind of just fine. But it like blew my mind. I think I just wasn't used to like a boss coming back and being different. Where is Petey Piranha? Actually, I have no idea. I can hear him. It's falling somewhere. Oh, there. I think I can't even remember how this goes. I think you gotta get the little piggies and like shoot Petey Piranha with them, or maybe just spray them. I'm honestly not sure. Like I said, been a hot minute since I've played the game. Okay, let's smush. The characters are Jet or Rouge. Oh, I see. Yeah. That's true. People who are more morally gray, where would they fall into? Which is an interesting question. I mean, even if you look at like Knuckles in the Anti-Universe, like he's not part of the Suppression Squad, and he's also not like particularly evil or anything. He's just sort of doing the same thing, except he's a pacifist, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, I don't know when it comes to morally gray. It would be interesting though to think about how they might appear. Rouge, I guess, would be a lot more charitable. Less materialistic too, probably. Okay. Can't remember how to do the, like, oh. Oh, I'm out of water. That's embarrassing. I've been trying to remember, you do like a big spray thing when you jump sometimes where it wastes a bunch of water, but you do like kind of a shotgun blast with it. I can't remember how to do it. There, let's just try a couple different buttons. That's fine. I'll figure it out. It's not super important for now, but it's a good way to take out Shadow Mario. And I think it's the lowest I've ever gotten on health fighting Petey Piranha. So we'll try not to die. We'll go get the shine. Do. Okay. And I think next is where we chase Shadow Mario. I can't remember. We only do 5 or 6 of these things. I'm already lost. This is number 6? This is number 6. Okay, so next one is where we chase Shadow Mario. I can't remember all the stages anymore. So yeah, we'll do 2 more stages, and then I think it's there where I'll call it for the day, and I'll go get ready for real life responsibilities, which unfortunately get in the way of me playing Mario. Okay, so if I remember, the way that you're meant to do it is that you're supposed to ride on like a lily pad to get there. I think, though, we can just jump from up high and get there without any issue. So we'll see. Anti-Knuckles is a walking paradox. He's meant to be evil. He's a pacifist. Like, he makes regular Knuckles look more evil. He does make regular Knuckles look more evil. You're completely correct on that one. Okay. I don't think I'm going to make it. I think that was a mistake. Hey, look at that. Easy peasy. Never should have doubted myself. Okay, I want to do a little twirl. And we're in. Easy. That was actually pretty fun. See, that's what makes Flood fun, is like you can pull off stupid stuff like that. Do, 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 do. Oh, I thought I missed. Okay, and we'll wait for this to spin and get on it. grab this guy. Now this next part gets a little stressful because you're on top of this block that rotates. And I've never enjoyed it. I also think you have to wall jump to get there. Or you can do the spin. I love the spin. But yeah, once you kind of understand... No, I screwed up. I was just going to say, once you understand how like the physics and stuff works, the spinning platforms are easy, but they're not. They're still not easy. I've definitely game overed on this one quite a few times. This is the hard level I was thinking of before. I definitely struggle. Oh my god, I screwed up. That wasn't even the game's fault. That was just me like playing poorly. All right. It's fine. We're fine. We're gonna do fine here. There. We got our one up, and it's like we never died to begin with. Though we died twice before getting that, so that didn't quite work. All right, we got it this time. Okay, I don't know why I'm like more nervous now than I was before. Ah. I screwed up once, and I think I like gave myself the yips or something. I'm choking on it now. It's fine. Like I said, this is the hardest one, so if I can get through this one, all the future little challenge stages like this will be super easy. There. All right, I'll do it the way that our Lord and Savior Miyamoto wanted us to. Not like that. I definitely screwed myself. I was playing decently enough, and then I died, and I think I just like really screwed it up. There we go. All right, we're doing fine. Okay, we just gotta get over here, easy peasy, and not die here. This time, yeah, it starts doing some like funky turns where it doesn't just turn linearly. But for the most part, it does. See, easy. It's unfortunately not the end of the level, but that's really unfortunate. The shine's up ahead, though, so we got that going for us. Okay, this thing's gonna spin, and then we'll get on it. And just focus on trying to move up and out. Why are we not moving? Does that one in the middle not move? That's really disappointing. I hit A too late. And there's no like checkpoints or anything, so you just have to redo the whole stage. I'm gonna be here for a second. I might just finish this and then call it there because I feel like I'm gonna have nothing left in the tank. Just as I was gonna say just as I planned, but that didn't work out. It's like, I swear, this is genuinely the hardest stage in the entire game, and it's criminal that they introduced it so early in the game. Like, technically, you could leave and go do Rico Harbor right now. And probably Peanut Park. I feel like I've got enough shines, or I'll have enough if I do Rico Harbor. I don't know why I did that. Okay. We'll go till I game over. I just need to keep my cool and I'll be fine. See? Easy peasy. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know what happened there. That was funny. Whoo. I screwed it up. I don't know why I can't seem to spin jump properly all of a sudden. I was doing fine before. At least that wasn't my head. Okay, we'll go on the red one. There. Okay. Just need to get good at spin jumping again. Here we go. We got this. And up we go. So back during COVID, a friend of mine had never played Mario Sunshine, and so I streamed it specifically just for him to watch, which he enjoyed because of how much I died in this game, which was funny because after that he had also never played Sonic Adventure, and so I was like, oh, well, you should watch me play that. That's a fun game too. But he got really bored of it really quickly because I wasn't dying nearly as often as I died in this game. So I feel like a part of what makes Sunshine great is just how often you die. Okay. We're doing okay. I'm just going to go here. Go back down. We'll go back up. We'll wait for this one to spin over. We'll go on top of it. There we go. Easy. We did it. Whew. Yeah, Online Safety Hack is the worst. Oh, yeah. It's a real bummer. I don't like the way that the internet is going at all. There's a lot of things in the world, honestly, I don't like the way it's going, and I feel like we're often living in some of the worst timeline possible. And just sort of there along for the ride. Like, a lot of it's just kind of out of any control, which is a darn shame. Okie dokie. So, do what we can, and we play Mario, and we forget about problems for a little bit. Alright, time to spray Shadow Mario. I don't know what the last stage is for this game. Honestly, I thought it was that last level that I just did, that difficult one. Always slightly bothered me as a kid that he didn't get damaged running through those sprinkler things, but I wish I could remember how to do that spray thing, but I cannot. I also wish the camera didn't suck so much in this game. There we go. What was the style of the time? Okay. There we go. One more stage, and then I will call it for the day. That's not bad. That'll be 9 shines. I could probably make it an even 10, actually. I mean, there's a couple just here in the hub world that you can grab. There's 2 pretty easy ones I can think of right now to get. So I'll finish this, I'll get one of the easy ones, and then we'll call it there. Which one is this? That's just normal red coins. Okay. Do they all end with a red coin now that I think about it? Which is like whatever, but... high up red coins. So we could go grab the rocket nozzle up ahead, and it might make things a little easier. There's a couple down there. I'll go grab while I'm here. There we go. Almost thought I missed it. Just as I planned. Whatever, here. Do it the way they wanted me to. There. And now we have to go up high. I want to say I could try to get from here. If we do... Hold on. If we do... Oh, I can't even wall jump off of this. Okay. Never mind. Oh, there we go. I can. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That was really close, actually. This one I feel won't make it because I didn't hit my peak. Okay, it's weird. There's like a spot where it just seems like you can't wall jump. Yeah. All right, whatever. We will just go this way then. And go searching for the red coins. We're halfway there. Nothing over here I missed. Those little wind wispy things, those always stressed me out as a kid. For no like particular reason, but like I really hated dealing with them. Which is weird because like honestly they hit you so rarely in the game. But it's sort of like Jaws, where, you know, it's the fear of something that might happen more so than like it actually happening. At least that's what, to me, always made Jaws feel spookier than anything. Because honestly, it's not like a phenomenal movie by any means. And most of the suspense comes from underwater shots where you hardly see any of Jaws. And so similarly here, even though you almost never get hit by that wind sprite thing, the suspense just comes from thinking, what if? Okay, we've got 7. There's 1 here. Jesus, this thing seems to be moving like awful quick. I think there's something going on with my emulation, honestly, because like certain things I feel are, that thing that saved me. Anyways, yeah, certain things are like not. Oh, I missed that there. Okay, we are going to. Hope I didn't make it. Okay. It's fine. We'll make this work. Force it to work. Just refill. We'll just go from like up high here and jump to it. That should work just fine. Just need to turn the camera over. Yeah, we got an ample. That's really disappointing. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go grab that rocket nozzle over there. And instead of me trying to be fun with a bunch of silly little jumps, we'll just rocket our way straight up. And that'll be it. Let's go grab this thing. Bloop. And now we can go grab that. which is this way. Not totally sure how we're going to get it with this. I didn't think that far ahead. I'm pretty sure I could just stand like underneath where it is and get it. It's like there's coins here. So if I charge up the rocket thing, I can do this. But then it's getting across. So I think the smarter move than jumping off of that is to try and just rocket. God, you can hardly see what you're... I overjumped it. Back up there. I think it's jumping on the platform, though, is the way to go. Okay, if I'm against the wall, I can jump out of the water. So we're going to charge this up. Rocket our way back up here. I swear I'm better in this game than I look. Okay. Here we go. Try this again. We sort of got it last time. I hate my life. I hate my life. That was like the same thing that happened last time. Somewhere around here. I mean, I think I can actually just jump these. Okay. We'll try this again. I hate it so much. I swear, like, I'm not even, like, purposefully playing bad. I just, like, can't seem to make this jump. Alright. Try this again. I think I'm just, like, jumping off of this platform too early. There we go. Blue coin in the process. Just like carefully, knowing my luck, somehow I'll screw it up, even though I made it here. We'll just get to wherever that red coin is. There we go. Into the windmill we go. Oh. No. Rejected. Alright, try that again. I'm trying to get some water. Up. Close. There. There we go. Yeah, we'll bring it up to an even 10, and then that is where I'm going to stop the stream. So let's go and pick that up. Show all my pro tricks I know here. One of my first shorts I ever made actually was on Mario Sunshine. It was the that banana skip that you can do that I might try to do later. So if we spray around here, there it is. There's actually a shine hidden in the sand. Which seems like a random thing, but honestly, in a game like this... Oh yeah, okay. There's another shine also that spawns, like, I think on top of the lighthouse here. I was worried it was going to show up there. Anyways, in a game like this, you kind of end up spraying everything anyways, so it's really not that hard. I'm pretty sure I found that as a kid by accident. There we go. And that is 10 shines. So I think we're going to call it there. Thank you everybody who tuned in. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I'm going to try to, get to Corona Mountain and get through that. But yeah, big thank you. I would like to get back to Shadow the Hedgehog as well. I'll be a little bit busy in a little bit, but hopefully I'll have enough time to do a little bit more streaming because I do want to finish up Shadow, and I do now also want to finish up Mario Sunshine. Anyways, thanks so much. If you haven't checked out my Lando video, check that out because I think that's a really fun video, and I hope you all have a good one.